When you paint the initial mass with the dark value, you must join any cast shadows to the local shadow. Both are of dark value. You must remember that a cast shadow is created when some shape obstructs the light, creating a silhouette of it of a relatively dark value on some surface on the opposite side to the source of the light. The cast shadow is always related to the angle of the light falling on the object or model. Notice in this example that from our point of view, the light is coming from above, a little to the front, and to the left of the model. For this reason, the cast shadow of the nose lies elongated below and a little to the right of the nose. In this example, the light is practically on top of the model. For this reason, projected and elongated shadows occur not only from the nose, but from various parts of the hair and the head over more than half of the blouse. Note the large difference in value in the blouse designs between the lit part on the left and the shadow part on the right. Here, the light comes from the left at an angle of almost 45 degrees and in front of the face. In this position, the cast shadow of the nose is to the right of the face at an angle equal to that of the light. Notice a small difference between the darker value of this cast shadow and the not so dark value of the local shadow. This painting with an almost monochromatic color palette has the sunlight falling on top of the model, creating a cast shadow on his shoulder from the hat he is wearing. His left arm and the hat he is holding in his hand create elongated shadows on the basket. The design that these projected shadows create was my main concept. That is, what initially impressed me to make this painting. In this painting at a subway station, my concept was the light coming from the back, creating cast shadows projected by the columns of the train station and the people in the background. In addition, these shadows gave me the opportunity to put some impasto, thick paint, on the light on the floor to establish much value contrast. My concept in this self-portrait was the effect of the light that enters through the window to the right on the face and the figure. This creates multiple cast shadows with more detail than the previous examples, but follows the same reasoning. Note that the head and the raised arm obstruct the light and create cast shadows on the opposite shoulder and upper chest below the collarbone. I have warmed up the color of these shadows with orange and red hues, at the same time made them a darker value. Almost all the edges between the light and the shadows have been kept soft. The cool greenish background balances the warmth of the skin and easel colors. This example shows that you don't have to use a complicated color scheme to achieve harmony in a painting.